Warm welcome to all of you who are use our Connection program, and hopefully you're enjoying the program, growing in your faith, and growing in your love and your respect for one another. So let's take a look at the gospel for this week. You know, God the Father sent Jesus to planet Earth for a mission, and Jesus was a mission-driven person. Jesus has been achieving this mission that God gave him all throughout Luke's gospel up until this point in the gospel. But you know what? Jesus can't do this huge mission alone that God the Father has entrusted to him. So Jesus asks 12 apostles to come and help him with his mission. Now, Jesus needs more help than just the 12. So Jesus calls 72 more disciples to come and help him with this mission. And that's what the gospel is about this weekend. This reading includes Jesus' marching orders to these 72 disciples. There's an urgency in the mission. You can kind of feel that in the language that Jesus uses in the gospel today. And Jesus includes some basic missionary directives. Jesus says, do not try to be an evangelist or a missionary alone. He sends them in pairs. Jesus says, be careful. He's sending them like sheep among wolves. And Jesus says, travel lightly. Don't be burdened by a lot of things. Jesus also tells his disciples to stay in one home and don't shop around for nicer homes or nicer families or nicer people who will put them up. You know what? Jesus also is kind of sober. And Jesus predicts that these disciples will not always be welcomed. And he instructs them how to deal with failure properly. Jesus says, listen, just leave a place that does not welcome you and go and look for another one that will. It's pretty simple. And Jesus says, keep announcing that the kingdom of God has come. The kingdom of God is at hand. The reign of God is taking over the world. Well, when the 72 return, Jesus celebrates their success. He says that he saw Satan's kingdom beginning to fail, beginning to fall. And he reminds them that their success really depends on his power. It's not on their own. Jesus gently reminds them not to gloat on success. And Jesus says that spending eternity in heaven is much greater than any earthly success that the disciples experience. So, little sentence that summarizes the gospel. Jesus sends 72 disciples on a mission, and he celebrates their success. Okay, let's move on to see how we can apply our gospel in our own lives this coming week. The disciples of Jesus today have a mission. And we too are called to proclaim that the kingdom of God is at hand, that the kingdom of God is beginning to grow in the world, that the reign of God is being achieved. So that's our mission. The language today for the mission of the church is evangelization. And the church, and you and I as individual disciples, we exist today on planet Earth to evangelize, to continue Jesus' mission. Evangelization and evangelizing means many things to many people. But basically it means God's love changing people's lives. It means God's love changing people's lives. It means the love of God transforming society as well. Changing society. So evangelization basically means change and transformation in the lives of individuals and then ultimately in the whole life of our world and our society. There are many ways to change and to transform people and society. But the best and the number one way is to live an authentic Christian lifestyle. The best way that we can change people is to live a life that reflects our relationship with Jesus Christ. And we need to witness that lifestyle, and we need to model that lifestyle for other people. Now, an important part of this is to let others see the Christian lifestyle we live. We can't hide our faith and our values and our lifestyle. We need to be intentional and find ways to share our lifestyle with other people. We know that there's times when we need to speak and to verbalize our faith with people, but the way we can even gain a hearing that way is to live a lifestyle that other people can see. So the best way to evangelize is to live a Christian lifestyle. And this is what I'm asking all of us to do this week. This week, intentionally let other people see the Christian life you live. This week, intentionally let other people see the Christian life that you live, or that I live in my own personal life. So this is what we need to do. Let other people see what we say no to. Let other people see that we say no to despair, that we say no to too much work, that we say no to promiscuity, that we say no to revenge, that we say no to indifference. Let people see what we say no to. The flip side is let people see what we say yes to. Let people see that we say yes to reading the Bible, yes to caring for the poor, yes for giving people a second chance, yes for forgiving people who have hurt us, yes to going to Mass every Sunday.